All right, today we're going to dive into a timeless, powerful story about leadership. It's about what happens when a truly great leader hits their absolute breaking point and the incredible lesson that comes out of it. A lesson about empowering your people and, well, letting them fly. So let me ask you something. Just think about this for a second. What does it actually look like when a leader, someone responsible for a whole nation of people, completely and totally burns out? What does that breaking point feel like when the weight is just too much to carry? Yeah, this is it. This is what rock bottom sounds like. It's a desperate plea from one of the most famous leaders in history, Moses, talking directly to God. He's not just asking for help, he's asking for it all to end. This is the ultimate cry from a leader who is absolutely crushed by the weight of his job. So, the big question is, how in the world did he get to this point? In this first part, we're going to explore exactly what pressures led to this incredibly raw, emotional breaking point. It all starts with a sound, the sound of his people weeping. They're complaining, they're unhappy, and Moses, he feels every single ounce of it personally. He basically asks God, "Why are you doing this to me? Why have you laid the burden of all these people on my shoulders?" You can just hear it. He feels completely alone in their misery. Okay, so let's dig into this a little more, because to really get it, you have to understand the sheer scale of what Moses felt like he was carrying all by himself. Think about this number for a second. 600,000. That was just the number of men on foot that Moses felt personally responsible for. And that's not even counting all the women and children. Can you imagine the weight of that? It's not a team, it's not a company, it's an entire nation resting on one person's shoulders. And this is where Moses just lays it all out. He says, "I am not able to bear all this people alone." See, that's the key word. It's the classic hero trap, this flawed idea that he was ever supposed to carry everything by himself. That one belief, that he had to do it all, is what pushed him right to the edge of burnout. But you know, it's often in our deepest crisis that a real breakthrough happens. This whole breakdown leads to a divine solution, a totally radical idea for solving this problem of one person trying to carry an impossible load. So, God's big idea involves sharing the spirit that was on Moses. Now, to be clear, when we say spirit here, we're not talking about some vague, mystical thing. It's the real stuff of leadership, the actual capacity, the wisdom, the authority, the anointing that made Moses so effective in the first place. And God doesn't just give a suggestion, he lays out this super clear 4-step strategic plan. Step 1, gather 70 proven leaders. Step 2, bring them to one central place. And then steps 3 and 4, God himself will take some of that leadership spirit from Moses and put it on them. This is intentional, structured empowerment in action. And the goal here? It's so simple, but so profound. It's stated right there, so that they will share the burden with you, so you don't have to carry it alone anymore. See, the solution to Moses' burnout wasn't about making him stronger. It was about building a stronger team around him. Okay, so the plan is in motion. The Spirit comes on the 70 elders and they start prophesying. It's working. But then, a twist. Something totally unexpected happens that wasn't part of the official program, and it becomes the ultimate test of Moses' leadership. Turns out there are these two guys, Eldad and Medad. They were on the list of 70, but for whatever reason, they weren't at the official ceremony. But guess what? The Spirit comes on them anyway, right where they are, out in the middle of the camp, and they start prophesying using their new authority completely outside of the official meeting. And what's the first thing that happens? Joshua, Moses' right-hand man, his apprentice, he runs up and basically freaks out. "My Lord Moses, forbid them, stop them, shut this down." It's this immediate knee-jerk reaction based in fear. It's all about control, keeping power neat and tidy, and treating it like it's a scarce resource. And this, right here, is the absolute crux of the entire story. Because the way Moses responds to Joshua's fear, well, it reveals everything you need to know about the heart of a true, secure, and empowering leader. I mean, look at the difference here. It's like night and day. On one side, you've got Joshua's fear. Forbid them, maintain control, act like power is some limited pie that you can't share. And on the other side, you have Moses' wisdom. Empower them, let them fly. Understand that true power is abundant, and it only grows when you give it away. In Moses' response, it's just incredible. He looks at Joshua and asks, "Are you jealous for my sake?" He sees right through it. that Joshua's fear is about protecting Moses' position. And then he says this amazing thing. He wishes that all of God's people were prophets. He doesn't want to be the one indispensable guy. His dream is for everyone to be empowered. Okay, so let's bring this home. What does this ancient story have to say to us right here, right now, in our jobs, in our families, in our communities? You see this same fearful mindset today, right? The source we're looking at gives this perfect modern example. A leader who's afraid that if they empower their people too much, they will outrun us. That's leadership based entirely on insecurity and a desperate need for control. That's Joshua's mindset. But then you have the right mindset, the Moses mindset. The author puts it this way, sharing his own personal prayer. My prayer is that my children will be greater than I am. That is the heart of a true mentor, a true parent, a true leader. Your ultimate success is measured by the success of the people you lift up. So what does this actually look like on the ground? It means you don't just hand out tasks, you hand out real authority. You train your people, you put your trust in them, and you give them new territories to conquer. You let them go make an impact, and yeah, you understand they might even make some mistakes. That's just part of growth. So at the end of the day, it all boils down to this one key point. The goal of a real leader isn't to create a bunch of followers who depend on them for everything. It's to empower the people they serve so that they have the tools, the confidence, and the freedom to fly on their own. So I want to leave you with a question to chew on. As you go through your week, just look around at your team at work, at your family, in your community. Who is your Eldad or Medad? Who is that one person that you could empower, trust, and truly, finally, let fly?